Southampton and Blackburn Rovers will start afresh in their Under-21 Premier League Cup final next week as they drew blanks at Ewood Park in the first leg on Monday evening. Martin Hunter's starting lineup included Harrison Reed and Matt Targett, who have both featured primarily for the first team this season. There was a place on the bench for 16-year-old Callum Slattery, who has just one Under-21 substitute appearance to his name. Notable names among Blackburn's squad included goalkeeper David Raya, who started on the bench for the first team against Liverpool in the FA Cup a week earlier. Saints had the first chance when Sam McQueen took a quick free kick into Ryan Seager. The striker turned on the ball but was unable to get anything meaningful behind his efforts. Blackburn went straight down the opposite end and caused a bit of panic themselves. First, Will Wood had to get a leg in the way of a low cross, and then Jason McCarthy and Dom Gape threw themselves at the ball to keep it away. A nice layoff by Seager teed up Sam Gallagher for this effort just inside the box, but the hosts managed to keep it clear. Sam McQueen then had two long-distance efforts. The first was straight into Raya's arms, and the second trickled wide of his right-hand post. In the second half, Saints started the brighter. McQueen again getting his shot away, but only finding the acrobatic arms of the Rovers stopper. He made his way into the box with this marauding run, but his cutback was deflected, and when it fell to Gallagher on the edge of the box, the Saints winger wasn't agile enough to position his body for the spectacular. Blackburn did have their moments. Saints were unable to clear this loose ball, and substitute Lewis Mansell got a shot on target, but too weak to cause Paulo Gazzaniga any problems. It was all Saints from then on. After Jake Hesketh's shot was blocked, Dom Gape couldn't follow up and saw his effort loop into the keeper's arms. Sheer determination carved out this chance. Seager wouldn't leave his man alone and won the ball, taking it into the box, but his cutback was intercepted by Bradley Bores, who put it behind for a corner. From that corner, Seager could have gave Saints the lead. He was found at the back post but headed back across goal and just over the crossbar to keep the scores level. McCarthy got a strong block on this effort to deny David Carson for the hosts, as they looked to nick one at the end. Harrison Reed looked lively for Saints all evening and got involved in the attack when he broke with the ball in midfield, but his effort wasn't causing too much trouble at Raya's near post. Claims for a penalty here as Matt Targett was through on the left side of the box and appeared to be tripped by Devon Green. The referee waved away any protests. Jake Sinclair came off the bench and made a difference straight away. He received the ball here after a nice interchange but fired straight at Raya from just inside the box. Saints' best opportunity all night. Ultimately a frustrating evening for Southampton, but a 0-0 draw means they're still in the tie and makes for an interesting second leg at St Mary's next Monday.
I'm very pleased. The work that we've done on the training ground has paid us dividends tonight. They are direct, to say the least, very aggressive. So particularly in the first half, we weathered that storm and played some good football. In the second half, a different story. We played too long, but now that's 50% of the job done. Now we're looking forward to next week at St Mary's.
No, it isn't bad, but it could have been better. We had chances to win it, but we know we're going back to St Mary's, and with a 0-0 draw, it's probably in our hands now, knowing that the pitch of St Mary's would be like a carpet that we could play our passing game on much better than what we've done tonight. So really looking forward to the tie next week.
You got a clean sheet though tonight against a Blackburn team who threatened at times in the first half. That must be very pleasing for you.
Yeah, it was really important that we kept a clean sheet. That was one of our objectives before the game. Clean sheet, then build on it from there. But like you said, a clean sheet's really important. So yeah.
Is there a feeling that perhaps in the second half, with the chances that you created for yourselves, that you maybe could have got a couple of goals tonight?
Yeah. We created a couple of chances. On different days, they normally hit the back of the net, but we know at St Mary's what we have to do.
Was the challenge that Blackburn posed exactly how you'd expected it to be tonight?
Yeah, we said after 20 minutes to the subs, you know, the prep that we've done and what you've seen on the video, you know, is what you've got this evening. So that was pleasing. I think we were a bit sloppy at times in our possession, but it is a final, and I thought in patches we played well, particularly in the first half.
It's great to get a 0-0 draw and a clean sheet defensively, especially so you don't have the deficit going into the second leg. How pleasing was that for you?
Well, very pleasing. It now gives us, you know, like you say, a level playing field, and at St Mary's, where the pitch is slick to say the least, you know, we fancy our chances.